North America eRacing League Xfinity Series as we race at ISM this evening with our fourth race of the season. Tonight joining me I have Season 1 Cup Champion LT Crunch. Crunch, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Your booth debut, man. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm hoping for some clean racing tonight, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. So what can you tell me about Phoenix? Well, you got an idea how tonight's race is going to play out?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really greasy track, and it's a short track, the first one of the year, so we'll see how some of these guys can handle sliding around because the tire wear is definitely huge here. We'll see if some of these guys have set up for speed or the long run's definitely going to fall off. So if cautions can definitely play a key in there, but if we don't get cautions, we might see a lot of strategy. So we can talk more on that.
Speaking of strategy, as Crunch alluded to, so the fuel window here tonight is 34 to 36 laps. I doubt we're going to get that far. I think tires are going to be a huge factor before we get that far. Stage 1 is going to be 21 laps. Stage 2, 19 laps. And then they're going to be a 60-lap dash to the end of this thing as they are in qualifying. Now they're just finishing up qualifying as we wait for that race invite. Anybody got your eye on the night, Crunch?
There's a lot of... I mean, I always think Jagboy's a big heavy hitter in the Xfinity Series. He doesn't have a win yet this year, so I think tonight could definitely be his first night to get out.
All right, I also agree. I think Swamp's going to be one to watch. Swamp, if he can, Swamp likes to overdrive this racetrack a little bit. If he can try kind of figure out how to not overdrive the racetrack, I think Swamp will be one to watch. But yeah, Jagboy going to be a heavy hitter. Even you might see an LL Penn strategy if this thing comes down to a late race caution. We see Penn, he's wild with that strategy. 2 tires, no tires. So we'll see how it goes as they head back to the lobby. I'll give you who's starting on the pole here momentarily.
And this is definitely a track that could play into strategy for LL Penn. There's a lot of possibilities to be saving tires and saving fuel here.
Very good point, Crunch. As Jagboy is on the pole, so to Crunch's point, the favorite is on the pole. So we'll see if Jagboy can pull out and pull away from these guys as we wait for the word to join the lobby, and we're getting ready to go racing.
Another thing I'm going to keep my eye on tonight is that even though it's still early in the season, that cutoff line's really close, and if Fast Claire or Ballstick can have a good night, they might find themselves above that cutoff line before the end of the night, and Dallin or Dalton could also be on the other side of it. So we'll see how that plays out too.
Yeah. You can never start. It's never too early to start counting points, Crunch. That's a good point.
Every point matters, as we saw in the Cup Series and all these series last season.
Yeah, it's definitely. As we wait to see, we have a total of 17 cars tonight. Well, excuse me, 16. Gator's still in the lobby. So 16 cars at Phoenix. The truck race went pretty well last night. A couple cautions as Marksman Jr. came home with the win in a wild. That was a wild. Crunch, did you catch that race last night?
No, I didn't, but I heard about it.
It was pretty wild. They came 4 wide off of turn number 2 on the last lap.
Sounds like the truck series.
Okay. And I'm going to get ready to hop in here. Did you get an invite? Yeah. Okay. We can join. All right, let's load in here, ladies and gentlemen. Jagboy and the Pertex scheme tonight. The 8. Oops, somebody's already lagged out. All right. As the 8 of ID Allen, I mispronounced his name all last week, is going to start on the outside. Last week, Sunday, as the 0 of OG, their last race winner. No, excuse me, 0 is the Ghost, who actually ran pretty good. They're going to be, Jagboy's going to escape here, get out of here. ID Allen's going to be P2 here.
Well, it definitely looks like Jagboy, if he can get the chance to check out here. he can stay out of the, you don't want to be in this big group here. You just kind of want to get single file and keep your car out of trouble.
Exactly, but how much a tire would he be burning up there, trying to get away from these guys? He might have a balanced setup in there and just might be that good at Phoenix. We see a car in the fence here, 3 wide. As the Ghost on the bottom, the 23 of Chasing You going to try the middle. He does not. ID Allen's going to pull away with the run off the sides. We see Out Front Racing pushing Chasing You into turn number 3. I'm going to mess that up about at least 10 times tonight. Shout out ISM for flipping the racetrack. So they're racing hard here in the back. 3 wide here with the 15 of Claire. How do you say his dude's name? Fast Claire. Storm Rooster, as here comes the 4 of LL Pin, going to get a run underneath Storm Rooster. They're going to settle this thing out. So we're going to try to get back up front here. Jackboy still pulling away. ID Allen Chasing You, Out Front Racing, and side by side for the 5th position between the 2 of Lights Out and the 0 of the Ghost. Battling for top 5 here. As we have 19 laps to go in stage 1. Still a long way to go here. I really don't know how. Oh, ID Allen gets in the fence. That's going to mess up Chasing You. Chasing You's going to go around. That's going to cost him huge track position. I'm sure he has a lot of damage too. Oh, that's huge. Chasing You with a lot of damage, it looks like, on that race car. So, Crunch, if you're in Chasing You's position, what do you do here? You bring it to pit road. You got to kind of suffer and ride around for a little bit.
You might have to suffer a little bit until you're in your pit window, because they have to pit, correct, for the end of the stage, right?
That is correct.
So if you can stay out just a couple more laps till you're in, then
well, actually, I don't know.
You definitely got to come in.
To correct myself, they can definitely make it on fuel, but it all depends on tires. 21 laps, it's 34 to 36 laps on fuel, so they might be close on tires. That's Out Front Racing trying to get underneath ID Allen. ID Allen kind of drops down the front straightaway to give a block there. They're 3 wide. Lights Out goes around the top. ID Allen's going to go from 2nd to 4th in a corner. Out Front Racing's going to be able to try to make the pass here. Here comes the Ghost. Storm Roosters are 2 by 2 in a battle for 3rd as Jackboy has checked out. Jackboy is gone.
It'll be interesting to see how well they'll be able to keep this running. They have a bunch of various lines they can run here, and it affects tire wear differently, but as the run goes on and tire wear changes, seeing how well they'll be able to get around each other without having to push each other out of the way pretty much.
That's a good point, Crunch. As Storm Rooster goes underneath ID Allen, I agree with you. Earlier in a run, you might try to chop that bottom, get as much speed as you can, but once some tires get wear out, you might try to, start the diamond effect or even run the top, both ends. As Storm Rooster's going to make the pass here on ID Allen, so ID Allen looks like he has pretty much good short run speed as he's kind of fallen off here as he's fell back to the 5th position. As Jagboy, Lights Out, Out Front Racing, Storm Rooster, ID Allen. Your top 5 currently. I believe that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. I'm from Currituck, North Carolina. They didn't teach us how to count. All right, as the Ghost. I don't know if they're teammates officially. Fast Claire. Is that Fast Claire? Yeah, he's lagging, I think. Fast Claire's going to look inside the Ghosts as they're going to head into turn number 1. Told you. So Jagboy has about a half a straightaway lead as he is checked out here. We try to
not from what I'm seeing. I'm clicking through the back of the pack a little bit, and as Swamp Fox gets a little nudge into the 09, but it really seems like Swamp Fox isn't really pushing the issue. So I'm curious to see if some of these guys in the back of the pack are really just kind of saving their stuff, and they might already be playing a little bit of strategy to have them up at the top near the end.
Oh, 3 wide coming off of 4 or 2. Let's try to get to that battle. It's a mess back here, man. All right, his host is going to drop up on the pins bumper with the 19 in front of him. The 19 is Young Colt. And Storm Rooster has Out Front Racing continues to run 3rd here. Storm Rooster, ID Allen. Okay, so Fast Claire 1, 2, 3 is going to get into the fence a little bit. That's going to allow the OG to get underneath of him here. Oh, Fast Claire is lagging, I think, as the 4 of LL Pin is going to drop it down. It's kind of sketchy when somebody's lagging, man. I don't, it's one of them things. Where do you go? Duck and dodge. You stay out of his line. What do you do there?
Nah, it's a hard situation because it's not their fault whatsoever. But you just gotta try running the line there or not. And sometimes you can't, But here's a lot of lines, so it might not be that bad, especially being able to fan out there on the backstretch, but it's just a challenge.
As OG has a front row ticket to this battle for the 4th position as the 0. The Ghost is going to, he's going to get into out front racing there. It's going to shove ID Allen, everybody up the hill there. OG is going to take advantage and move up into the 3rd position here as ID Allen's in the fence. Pretty sure he got some damage. He got the wall pretty good there. As out front racing is going to try to drive up to his bumper. Not going to be able to do it. So OG is going to be able to take off for 3rd, or excuse me, 4th. Actually, he might be 3rd. Oh no, Jack Boy's just gone. Jack Boy's so far ahead, looks like he's a lap car. As Jack Boy is cruising. Ooh, good battle there. ID Allen, 15. Oh, Ella Penn dives it in there. Wow. Ella Penn's going to shove the 15 up the hill.
Ooh.
That's going to get young Colt in the back there. 3 wide in the swamp. Swamp's going to survive that with the 98 of Host. Pulling his... the 15 is going to shove the 4 back. Oh, it's bumper banging. They're banging back here, bud.
Ooh.
Oh,
Swamp. I don't know if he meant the pit or if he just caught that. I just saw that. He might have just caught pit lane. He might I don't know if this is on purpose or not. He might have a speeding penalty coming in here. If there was any time for a mistake for Swamp, this is definitely the time you would want it to happen here at the beginning. Let's see if this might not be a mistake, it might be strategy. I just saw the back end of it, but it didn't look like he was trying to come on pit road here.
Yeah, then this might be strategy. As I'm going to take a look here at Storm Rooster's stream. Gator has Jack Boy has a 5-second lead. Lights out, 2nd. OG and out front racing as the Ghost makes the pass on out front racing here. He's going to try. Oh, out front racing shoves it up the hill there. So, yeah, here comes the Ghost on the bottom. I'm going to try to get him here. So, it looks like the top 5, 6, it's pretty much broken away from the pack. And it looks like these guys should be able to make it on tires here. So, but you know, Storm Rooster's at 40% on his right side tires. So that, you know, when we come to stage number 3, as we have 4 laps to go here in stage number 1. So when we get to stage 3, you know, they're really going to have to work hard to try to save their stuff in order to make it on a one-stop race in that stage. Trying to filter through the field here and try to find us a battle. Everyone's pretty much single file as we have Dalton, the 19 of Young Colt, and ID Allen 3 wide.
Yeah, because making it a one-stop race in stage 3 could be huge because we got a really long, slow pit road here that wraps around like 2/3 of the track. So even if you're coming down just for fuel, you're losing a ton of time.
That's a very good point, Crunch. This is one of the racetracks where if you can cut a pit stop out of this thing, man, you are sitting in the catbird seat. It's the 9 of Dalton's going to take advantage of that fast clear. It's going to go to the inside as they are 3 wide racing like heathens here in the back of the pack. As Dalton's going to be able to pull away here. We ride along a fast clear. Now as the Young Colt's going to go on the inside of ID Allen. Try to get back up here and check on this battle between the Ghost and Out Front Racing. Ooh, the Ghost got in the back of Out Front Racing. Looks like he got a little loose off. Out Front Racing's going to be able to pull him by 2 cars. So, pretty calm stage 1. Ooh, Fast Claire just got in the Young Colt's going to shove him up in the hill. He's going to get into ID Allen. ID Allen's having a rough stage as far as luck goes. Host is going to get a run underneath of him here. And they're going to settle it out.
And that appears to be the end of the stage right there.
So Jagboy gets the stage 1 victory. So we got your official top 5 is Jagboy, Lights Out, Storm Rooster, OG, out front race in your top 5 here in stage number 1. Valuable points
And
for...
it definitely doesn't look like Swamp Fox's pit was timed where he wanted it to be at all. He's going to be the lucky dog here in this stage.
So he's going to get the lap back. Worth noting, if you catch me slipping on laps to go, just let me know. Sometimes I just get so in the mood, I forget the look. So Jagboy dominating stage 1. I think he led every single lap. Wasn't even close. So what are these guys going to do to catch up with him, man?
It's just going to be set up, and you gotta have a balanced setup so you're not just burning off your right rear tire here. So it's a needle. His setup might work now, but it might not work, and when he has to stretch it the entire the entire fuel run. So we'll see how it works in this stage and stage 3 for him.
All right, as Jagboy's going to get the restart and check out. He's going to pull them guys as we get back in the pack here. Adi Allen started second. He's back in about the 10th position. We got out front racing. He got in the fence a little bit. He's going to be able to save it. And they're racing hard here for second. That's 0-1. The OG is inside of... We've seen Lights Out too. Lights Out had a pretty good car in the long run there. With Storm Rooster, his buddy. Riding a close second. So you wonder now, Lights Out started in the back of the pack, so he might have had not in the back of the pack, but he started about mid-pack, so he has a decent long-run car if he was able to make his way up to second. So him starting up front here, I wonder if he can maybe cut into Jagboy's lead on the early half of the run and maybe give him a run here for it.
Yeah, I definitely think he had a really good long-run car, so I think if he can keep it in his sights here at least the first half of this stage, he'll definitely be on him.
He's definitely ripping that top, boy. I tell you what, he's going to pull up to the bumper of Jagboy. He's got a run on him.
Looks like we're going to have a race for the lead a lot earlier than we were thinking there.
Here comes Lights Out. So, yeah, it looks like Lights Out's really got that thing dialed up for the long run here. As he's maybe flexing a little muscle in the short run here. Looks like Jagboy's going to try to take his line away. Maybe Jagboy's seen that he was trying to diamond that corner, trying to take away his line, as he's going to pull him here by 2 cars. That's young Colt Ballstick and the 7 of OG Bounty Hunter back here bouncing off each other. 4 wide.
I believe that's OFR trying to get. He's still working Lights Out for P2. So they're the top 4 or 5 people are really hanging in here with Jagboy so far at the beginning of the stage.
Ooh, Jagboy almost got the fence there. So Lights Out hanging tough here, man. So you just got to kind of ride here. Hope he makes a mistake. As your top 5 currently. Jagboy, Lights Out. I believe OG is in 3rd. And once I cycle through here, because 704 games doesn't give us a ticker. Bear with me. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, no, they didn't wreck. The 15 came down, got into ID Allen. Looks like chasing you. Was able to drag there. All right. Storm Rooster. Okay, so yeah, the 0-1 of OG is riding in the 3rd position. 4th is Storm Rooster, and 5th, I believe, is that Dalton? Has Dalton made his way up to 5th? I can't. Yep, that is Dalton. Dalton's P5.
Yeah.
So, and out front racing 6th. All right. So yeah, the top 4 throw a blanket over them. They've been able to get away here. As Lights Out's just trying to hang with Jagboy as long as he can here.
Jagboy really seems to like the higher lane going into turn 1 and 2 there, and that's definitely a line that'll save your tires more than just diving into the turn there. So yeah, I really think it looks like he just has a really well balanced car that might be good the whole way throughout the run.
Which is good. That's huge at Phoenix if you can make them tires last, as we were saying earlier. There's some wild racing going on back here. Let's see if I can get some of this action. As ID Allen's following, chasing you. 86 of Swamp Fox, the 15 of Claire Fast Claire, whatever his name is. LL Penn in the 4. LL Penn in the 4, and Claire Fast Claire. Ooh, wow, all right. Swamp's going to drive it in there here, chasing you and ID Allen, and they're 3 wide with young Colt coming on the bottom here. Still 3 wide down the front. 4 wide as Host is going to make it 4 wide down the front. Host, the 98 goes low. Looks like Young Colton chasing you overdrove the corner. Adi Allen's going to try to do an over-under underneath the 98 here. That's a sick throwback scheme there for the 98 as Swamp got in the fence a little bit. He's going to back it up to the 8 of Adi Allen as they're going to head into the corner. Looks like Chasing You's going to get into the 98 there. So Adi Allen that comes out on the clean end of that stick. Some aggressive racing here in the back. As Jackboy starts to pull away now. So Jackboy lights out, maybe an adjustment away from truly hanging with Jackboy all night.
And OG's been on lights out. He just can't seem to get around them the way their lines work out. So we'll see if looks like OG might have a good car here too.
As I go back to the back to see what's going on back here, and we've got the same thing, 4 3-wide racing all night. As the 0 of the Ghost pushes Adi Allen to the corner a bit, which gets under Chasing You. Minimal contact. Chasing You's going to have to check up just a skosh. They're going to go 3 wide down the front. The Ghost is thinking about it. Let's see if he thinks better of it. He does. Chasing You's going to come down and chop the 8 just a skosh. They're going to head down the front. Ooh, Young Colt gets a little loose there, I think. He does a good job, makes a veteran move, keeping it down there. He's going to dive it to his inside here.
As OG got around lights out. So OG's in second right now, trying to zone in your leader here of Jackboy.
All right, so good call out crunch as OG has made his way to second. So lights out, maybe losing a little long run here. This looks like Dalton. Storm Rooster stalking these guys for second and third. Jackboy's checked out again, half a straightaway. Looks like so we got about 4 decent super fast cars. Well, we got 1 super fast car in my opinion. 3 second tier cars, and then you got a group of cars behind them. So it's interesting to see, if we get that late race caution, who and what can battle here.
Yeah, at this point in the race, feeling out where your car is, I would think if you're in the top 4, you're thinking, I have a car, or I'm just a little bit away from having the car to win on speed. But if you're in the back, you might be thinking, we might need to start playing a little bit of strategy here to make something happen, force your own hand. So
as they didn't pit stage
we'll
1,
because we could have a surprise with someone in the back too.
As they continue to run here, we have 6 laps to go on the stage, 4 to go on the stage. So 4 laps to go on the stage. Is Jackboy trying to press for a maximum point effort this evening?
As he's 11 points behind OG right now in the point standing. So if he could make a maximum point today, that'll go far for him.
Jaguar continues to cruise. 3 to go here in the stage. It's Adi Allen, man. He's had a good start. Ran second for better half of the first half of stage
Storm's
1.
working under lights out right now. Gets into him a little bit, backs off. He's trying to get himself situated again to make another push.
All right, as we'll leave that battle right here as Jaguar comes to 2 laps to go here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like lights out's losing it a little bit on the end of this run here, and some of these other guys have just a little bit better of a car, but he's just a little bit of a adjustment away. If he can hit it right, he could definitely have a really fast car here for this final stage.
As Jackboy's going to come down the back straightaway through 3 and 4, and he's going to come back to win stage number 2. So Jackboy working on a sweep here. Pole, stage 1, stage 2. Can he get that? Is that one more to go on the stage? Just kidding. 1 more to go on the stage. Is lights out. Oh, it looks like lights out gave it to Storm Rooster there.
Yeah,
ooh, Storm Rooster cooked
might put her in the wall.
Yeah, he cooked it in there, didn't he?
Yeah, it looks like he might be giving it right. Nah, it's
no,
gonna be
side
a
by
drag race
side.
down there.
Yeah, they're drag racing down the back here. There's OG. OG looks like he's actually cut into Jaguar's lead a little bit.
I was just gonna say, it looks like if OG could have gotten around lights out a little bit sooner, he might have had a little bit more for Jagboy here at the end of that stage. So
Jagboy is going to win the stage. OG is going to be P2. Looks like Storm Rooster did get 3rd. As Lights Out finishes 4th, and 5th, I believe, belonged to Dalton. So Dalton making an appearance for some stage points here. So now we get ready for the barn burner stage. 60 laps, 4 tires and fuel, I'd imagine so. So yeah, this is where strategy's gonna come into it. Split the run if you can, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I would think to do. I would try to make this a one-stop race. Spend as little time as you can on that 45-mile-an-hour long pit road.
So get ready for the restart here with Jagboy P1, OG P2. It looks like Stormridge is going to be P3. Lights out. Dalton out front racing, chasing you. Fast clear 1, 2, 3, and your top 8. As we go off down the front straightaway and in to turn number 1 here. Looks like, ooh, Jagboy's going to get a nudge here from the 0-1. It's going to be side by side for a second. If you're Stormridge here, how patient are you?
You know, you just want to get away from this main pack here and break off like you did before, and then make your move on them. I wouldn't be too pushing them until you kind of get a little bit of distance from this big pack behind you. Right now, all over each other.
Yeah, 15 gets in the 4. They're 4 wide again. The 8, the 9, the 15, the double 0, 23's trying to get a piece in there.
As John makes it work on the high line.
John does make it work.
Past it.
Oh, he's going to drive it in
there.
He
dives it under lights, pushes lights up a little bit.
And he doesn't wreck them, though. That's not too bad of a move there. It's a little bit of short track racing there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to head off into turn number 1. Wow, that was pretty wild there. As I think there's still, as Swamp Fox looks like he's going to look underneath chasing you.
As OFR is currently after Texas -8 in the points of the cutoff line, so right now this could be a good points day for him too.
It looks like we're going to have a battle for the lead here. OG is about a car length off of Jagboy. Now we've seen this last stage, remember Crunch? We've seen Lights Out hang with Jag for a couple laps, and then it looks like that long run speed of Jagboy just took off.
Yeah, and OG's really diming in early in that turn to get a good run down the straightaway here, and it's interesting to see because we got 2 completely different lines working out, and they're just, we'll see which one is dominant here
as they continue to run here. So we got 2 cars. Throw a blanket over them for first and second. Come back to that battle in a minute and see if we can find you some good stuff, as we always have been able to throughout the night in this pack. Adi Allen's looking underneath Swamp Fox.
With how close they're racing back there in the pack, I'm impressed there hasn't been any cautions thus far.
Yeah, Crunch, I was going to say that it's pretty... Oh, we got a car around. Looks like Ball Stick's around in the back. He's able to straighten it back out. Tough night for Ball Stick here, as OG he's stalking that 22, man. Looks like he's going to try to cut the apron down here, get a good run down the back straightaway. Almost did it again. He's cutting. I'll tell you what, OG's really cutting that entry into 1, man. He's cutting it down about halfway down that Geico sign. I wonder if that's, like you said, making the front straightaway longer.
But he's also got to watch out. He might be seeing red right now and really wanting that lead, but he doesn't want to burn his stuff off too earlier in this last stage. Because Jagboy's still running the line. He's been running all night, and he's had a car throughout the stage. So if OG's trying something different just to force his way around him, it might mess up his chance in the long run.
The Swamp's going to push up into the... Ooh, his host team is going to get a little tight there off the exit of 4. You got Swamp. All these guys underneath the blanket here. Is that Ida Allen in front of Swamp, Dalton, and Hostium here. So they continue to battle for it. Looks about 9th, maybe 8th through 10th. 8th through 11th. So pretty much single file here. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. No, he's got to run. He's going to go down. Oh, Jagboy throws an aggressive block there. OG's going to try to run the top here. Let's see if he's able to diamond and maybe try crossovers. He's just going to carry the top. Looks like he's going to try the crossover here. And he is on Jagboy's bumper. He's going to lift her. Oh, Jagboy, I think, tries to take his line away from there. Let's see if Jagboy switching his lineup is going to hurt him here.
As OG Bounty Hunter's down pit road right now, I feel like that's a little early. I don't know if he's trying to break it up into 2 pit stops and hopefully get him on speed, but I believe that's an early pit stop.
I would agree with you, Crunches. We have roughly, what, 45 laps to go, 46 laps to go. We
Yeah.
still have a battle for the lead here. It looks like OG's working hard. He's trying to work
Ooh,
over
his
Jaguar.
Rooster hits the inside coming into turn 3 there. He might be giving it up to Fast Claire. He stays ahead of him for now. Those are side by side.
Good run for Rooster tonight, though. Maintain top 5 all night long.
Mm-hmm.
How about Fast Claire, though, checking into the top 3 now. Good job, Fast Claire. 1, 2, 3. Pushing his way into the top 3. Looks like Storm Rooster. Ooh, Storm Rooster puts the bumper to him. Going to shove him up the hill here a little bit. Here comes Lights Out trying to capitalize. They're going to be 3 wide down the front straightaway. Lights Out's going to make the move. And he's going to clear. He might clear Storm Rooster. Ooh, the 15 pushes Storm Rooster back up the hill.
Is this Fast Claire's first start in the Xfinity Series?
I believe so. According to the point standings, I don't think he had any points.
Yeah.
As it looks like Jag Boy is actually starting to... Yeah, about a car length and a half. 2 car lengths here. I still think Jag Boy's led every single lap this evening. As he continues to lead here, leads to 0-1. We'll go back to this 3-car battle for the 3rd position. Lights Out, Fast Claire 1, 2, 3. Storm Rooster in the 5th position, chasing you, trying to close in on this battle here.
And if you're in this pack of 3 right here, and you got a fast car, you want to hurry up and get ahead of this pack, because you're watching the leaders checking out right now, as they're not really racing side by side.
As OG and Jag Boy continue to probably trade lap times here. As we're back on Fast Claire 1, 2, 3, as he's made his way into the 3rd position with Lights Out. Storm Rooster chasing you, closing in. Let's see if Lights Out tries to... Wow, Lights Out going to dive bomb here.
Ooh, Storm's diving in there.
No, Storm dove it in there.
Gets into both of them.
Here comes chasing you, trying to take advantage. 3 wide, 23 going to take advantage on the bottom. He might get the 2 here as well. He does not. So move Lights Out up to the 3rd position. Chasing you in the 4th position. Fast Claire 1, 2, 3. Storm Rooster. These guys are racing hard here.
As that really made it a 2-car race right now for Storm and Jag and OG, as they really checked out right there when that happened. As they're still racing hard here.
And they still are. Looks like Jag's got him up there by a car length, because we're going to leave it here on this battle. The 15 is going to look underneath the 23. And it looks like the 23 is going to give him the entry of the corner. Back up his corner just a skosh. He's going to try a crossover move. He's going to get to his bumper. Does not make contact with him. Good pass by the 15. There's the 15. Has made his way up to the 4th position. So he's going to run underneath Lights Out here. He's going to stay in line.
As it looks like, as these tires were kind of dominating the corner and getting a real good run out of the turn to the straightaways, like a lot better line, as they can be in the throttle a lot longer. As the 8 car, whoever that is, just got around the Storm Rooster.
So it looks like Storm Rooster's falling off a little bit here. That's Fast Claire 1, 2, 3 is right on the back bumper of Lights Out, as OG's closing in on Jag Boy. So we got pretty good battles here in the top 5. Chasing you, trying to stick his nose back into this top 5 battle for the 3rd position. Beer is good.
Yeah, at this point of the run, you are feathering the throttle here at ISM. So it's really a driver's race right now. As Fast Claire kind of does a slide job right there on Lights Out, and Chasing You is trying to get around them both.
Chasing You is going to be underneath Lights Out, heading into the next corner. Oh, looks like... Ooh, I don't know if Lights Out got a little free there. Yeah, that's going to be 3 wide. Audi Allen's going to not stick it 3 wide. Chasing You's going to get a run off of the corner. So Chasing You up to the 4th position. Audi Allen 5th. Ooh, is that Swamp actually? I can't see this damn game. Yes, I'm putting $1 in the swear jar, Big Jim, if you're watching. That is not. Oh, that is Swamp. So Swamp trying to make a way to the top 5 here. Swamp is self-admittedly not that great at Phoenix. He said this is not one of his favorite racetracks, so the top 5 would be great for him here. It's like, Storm Rooster's going to. Storm Rooster's going to get into Audi Allen, shove Audi Allen up the hill. Swamp's going to take advantage, go to the outside of Audi Allen and make the pass. As we get back to our leaders here, check on them as they're still 2 car lengths apart. So OG is definitely keeping up here with Jag Boy and making this race interesting. As we get back to the action here in the back, as it looks like Chasing You is going to try to make a pass on Fast Claire 1, 2, 3 with the 2 of Lights Out trying to join this party. So we should be getting the pit stops rather quickly here, as we have 32 laps to go, I believe. Is that what this said?
Yeah, as OG and Jag were the top 2 in our points right now, this could be a really good track to kind of see who might be the driver to beat this season, because this is the more technical track we've had, and if you can get a good run here, you'll more than likely be getting good runs at like Dover and just other tracks.
Correct.
That take more technical driving.
A lot of finesse here.
A lot of grease. It's a really greasy track there, Williams.
As Jag Boy has now pulled OG by a good amount, probably about 3 or 4 car lengths. As Chasing You is side by side with Lights Out. Oh, he's going to wash up the hill here a little bit, get into the 2. It's going to show the 2 up just a skosh, not a lot. 2's going to maybe try a crossover. He's not. He's going to work. Oh, Chasing You hard. Oh, that's going to be a caution. As the 2's around, he's getting to the 86. That is a caution, I believe. That is.
Yes, it is.
All right, so that sets up the strategy here with 30 laps remaining. They get 34 to 36 laps. So, again, this is going to be a long run here. Storm Rooster got 13 seconds of damage, 15 seconds of damage there, so that's going to put him in the back of the pack. So if you're OG here, you're one adjustment away from getting and passing Jag Boy. What do you got to be aggressive with your adjustment here, or you just kind of taking your time and making a kind of more conservative adjustment?
I mean, it depends how his car feels. If he feels like he's just a little bit tighter than Jag Boy is, and he might have to make that that call to just loosen her up just a little bit, just to have a little bit more speed, especially, if we have one caution, we might be getting a couple more here before the end of the stage, so it might not necessarily need the long run right now, but we'll see.
Stop me if you heard this before. LL Penn try some strategy. I don't know if he didn't pit or he took 2, and they're wrecking. Dalton's around. Oh, they're wrecking. Yep, 15. This is a wreck. That's a caution.
Yep, definitely a caution.
I think the 15's straight away lagging. I just seen it on Storm Rooster's stream.
Our 2 leaders here might be the only 2 that didn't get damaged in that. That was pretty bad there. Yeah, so as I was saying, now that even with this caution, you're not needing to stretch your tires the entire fuel run now, so you can be a little more aggressive and speed up your car a little bit here.
Right, and if you're the leaders, you're probably staying out. You're just on pit road getting service. So let's see here. Yep, Jag Boy and OG will assume the top 2 spots, as Chasing You is going to find his way into the 3rd position. ID Allen is going to be P4 as we get going back here green. So Jag Boy's going to take the green. They're going to head off in the 1. He's going to pull OG. Looks like OG's going to try. Oops. Looks like Swamp and Storm Rooster back in train paint. 3 wide back there. Oh, they're 3 wide back there. And 15 straight away.
Right now is he's stacking up the field too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to bring out a caution.
Should. Yep.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunate there for Fast Claire. He was having a great run tonight, and it sucks to see that.
Yeah, lagging a couple car lengths isn't that bad, but when you're lagging straightaways, man, you're in deep stuff.
And when you're still lagging like that, trying to run up there in the front, drivers aren't going to be too friendly towards you. They're going to start pushing you out of the way if they can figure out where you are.
Yeah, they'll boot you on a restart. As soon as they take the green, they'll just try to door you down to the infield. Not to race dirty, but... And he's on the front row now. So Jagboy's going to get the start here. Jagboy is going to pull him with the 15. Looks like still lagging. He might even out. He evened out there for a second in that race. As he's not evening out at all. He's still lagging pretty bad. So we're going to try to commentate the 15. I don't know where he's at. So 3 wide behind him here. It looks like he's actually evened out now. As the 00 shoves the 01 up the hill. So now OG, man, after running second all night and have a great run, is going to... We got a battle for the lead, and we got a wreck.
Yeah.
Swamp Fox is in it. That's going to bring out another caution. Well,
yeah,
great race.
Claire, even though he's lagging, he was on Jagboy there. He definitely was trying to get around him. So we might be seeing drivers definitely starting to set their cars up for a short run.
Yeah, if you come down, now's the time to try something crazy. Especially, you know, Jagboy's led every single lap this evening, dominating performance at this point. Now we've seen him. You know, I didn't call the race, but at Atlanta, he had a great race car, led most of the race, and then, you know, pit strategy and late race caution cost him at the end. So you hate to see it get robbed from it here again, but that's racing. Let's see what happens here. You got to think though. You think Jagboy is liking seeing the 15 behind him, or not so much?
I would think so. I would think having OG not in your mirror is definitely would be great in my eyes right now if I was Jagboy, because OG was definitely the car I was contending with him. So if OG can get stuck trying to have to get through the pack here, and Lights Out can Jagboy can kind of check out, well, that definitely play in his favor.
Yeah, Stormer is just going to restart P3 here. Jagboy in the lead. Looks like.
But also looking at what we had early on, Lights Out was a car that had a lot of short run speed. So if he can work his way back up here to the front, he might have a car. I'm not actually sure where he is right now, but
as Out Front Racing now fast clear. Oop, Out Front Racing will get into the 21 a little bit here, shove him up the hill. As they're going to come back to the line with a little bit behind here.
It's like 14 to go.
14 to go. So still pretty good distance to go here. As Out Front Racing is going to try to go to the outside of the 21 here. So they head down the back straightaway here. Out Front Racing is going to, wow, power move around the 21 on the outside. Let's see the 21 can battle back to the inside. We're going to get into him just a little bit here. A little bit short track racing, trading some paint. Side by side as they head off into turn number 1. Out Front Racing is going to let the 21 go. Going to try a crossover here. He's going to make it work.
Oh, as we got a crash here in the back of the pack. I'm not sure who that was, but they got a lot of damage.
It's going to bring out another caution.
Yeah, it looks like the caution came out.
All right, so what do you do here? You keep coming, keep pitting, staying out?
I mean, tires mean a lot here, so depending on what your tires are at. I'm a big fan of fresh tires, so I'd be pitting.
As would I. I think if you guess one of these pit stops right, you know, you can kind of be in the catbird seat here. With 12 laps to go before we go back racing.
As it looks like the Ghost was the one that was got creamed into the wall there, so it's not really great for his night, as he's 5 spots off the cut line. So see if he can get up a couple more spots here.
As Jagboy has pitted. Oh wow, Jagboy has pitted. He's going to come from P number 9. Going to be interesting to see if he can get back to the front. As Fast Claire 123 leads this thing. Always sketchy when the guy leading's got sketchy internet. So we'll see how this plays as they head off into turn number 1. Stormer's just going to try to boot him up the hill. He's going to get into him again. He's going to shove the 15 up the hill. Here comes John. They're going to wreck.
Now.
They're going to wreck. I think we're still green here. Nope, caution's out.
Caution now.
So Jagboy, I think Jagboy got up to P4 there in one
I'd
corner.
say that really just played into Jagboy's hands, because now he's got fresh tires. But people pit now, they're not really getting that advantage on him of having fresh tires now, because His tires are still brand new. They didn't even get a lap in. So
he's just got to survive these restarts. As Storm Rooster, your leader, with ID Allen, lights out, Jagboy, Swamp, OG, Host, the Ghost, Out Front Racing, and Ella Pin, your top 10 here. As we are getting down to the nitty gritty, man. 4 to go. So it should be a green-white checker when we get back going here.
It's Jagboy's P4.
So here we go. Storm Rooster, ID Allen, your front row. Lights out, and Jagboy, his first 2 rows. Swamp and OG has checked back in. He's in the P6, so here we go.
I'll be interested to see how
3 laps to go. Jagboy's going to try to go through the middle here.
Diving it in.
Jagboy's going to power through the middle here. Oh, Jagboy's going to
that lead back.
Jagboy wasn't taking no mess, man. He's going to power his way to the lead. As he's going to, Storm Rooster's going to try to power to his outside. It ain't going to work. Jagboy's going to check out here with them fresh eyes. 5 wide. They were 5 wide there for a minute.
That lights out's around.
Lights out's going to spin it around. ID Allen's into the fence here. Let's see if that brings out a caution. As we try
Doesn't appear to.
As Jagboy has checked out. As the Ghost now running in the 4th position. They're still 5 wide back there. As I believe we got 2 to go.
And Ballstick made his way up to 7th here, and he was, pretty much buried in the back of the pack that whole race. So he's making a 3. He's 3 wide right now for 5th.
All right, as I hate to break away from that end, but I got to call Jagboy to the line here as he's going to come around, get the 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 1 to go for Jagboy, dominating night. I thought after he pitted he might have gave up the race, but he's going to cruise off into turn number 1 here. He's got about a 10 to 15 car length lead. He's going to try to diamond this corner here. Storm Rooster's going to overdrive the corner just to go. Excuse me. Who's in second? Excuse me. Is that John?
It's Host.
Host is in second. TJR. Yeah. So Jagboy is going to win at ISM. Or does he have 1 more left? Yep, 1 more. Now sponsored by Credit One Bank. 1 to go. As his teammate Host is in second. And Jagboy now is going to come through 3 and 4. Come to the start-finish line and cap off his dominating performance. As he is going to sweep the race. He's going to win the pole, win stage 1, win the race. Jagboy, your winner tonight with Host. Coming home second. A TJR sweep in the Xfinity Series. As coming home in the 3rd position is going to be OG. The Ghost is going to be 4th. Chasing you 5th. Swamp 6th. Bass Clear 1, 2, 3, and 7th. Ballstick in 8th. Dalton in 9th. And Storm Rooster who restarted that final restart in 11th. It's going to come, or excuse me, it's going to come home in 11th. Final. So, what a race, Crunch. What a race.
Yeah, no, and that's best case scenario there for Jag. I gotta think he's gonna put a big dent in that points lead OG had there, even though OG was definitely there. But that was a good race.
He definitely might have sent a statement for tonight. That's sure. That's for sure. As we're gonna try to get our race winner in here. Jagboy, I believe that's his 2nd career Xfinity win. Don't quote me on that. The invite is out for our race winner. If we wait for him to get here, yeah, what a race, Crunch, man. It was normal Phoenix until the end of that thing. And then
as Jagboy also had the fastest lap that race.
As he is here, the winner, Jagboy, man. Wow, what a dominating performance, man. Congratulations on your win, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. That was wild. So there.
I bet they had you sweating.
Oh yeah, for sure I am. Damn, dude, that race was nuts.
So all night, OG, man, they look like in stage 2. He hung off your bumper pretty much the whole darn stage. What was going through your mind during that time?
Well, I knew I had my car set up for the long run, so I knew I would start to gap him on the long run, which I did slightly there a little bit. But I mean, yeah, he was fast. from stage 1 to stage 2, we didn't touch the car just because it was so good in the first stage, and ended up having to make some adjustments. But yeah, man, OG was super fast tonight.
All right, well, our Cup champion Crunch is in here tonight. Crunch, what you got for Jag Boy?
Yeah, so Jag Boy, did you? I want to know there in those once you saw those cautions coming out, did you know in the first caution or the second caution that you were going to have to change to a short run speed car, or when did it kind of hit that you needed to start making adjustments to have a fast car at the end?
Yeah, the first couple of cautions, I mean, we other than the first one, but a few after that we stayed out, and I think it was the second to last caution, pit and made a few adjustments to help on the short run, and thankfully I did, because man, it was fast on the short run.
Yeah, I mean, did it look like, because when you I think you came out in 9th, and it looked like you knew with these cautions coming out you had to get in the front now, because you definitely pushed your way to the front.
Oh yeah, for sure. I knew I had to be kind of aggressive. I don't think I was very dirty. I didn't really move anybody out the way. I tried to be as clean as possible, but I knew I had to go at that point. So.
And I was telling Williams too, this is like one of the first real technical tracks we've had so far. Do you think this kind of shows which drivers are going to be the ones to beat going on?
Man, I was waiting for one of these tracks like Phoenix, where the draft isn't really that important, and it's just a driver track, and you can actually drive away. I feel like I got a couple stolen away from me at Atlanta and maybe Texas, but I mean it's good to have one now. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great statement for the season here, and great win, Jag Boy.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, yeah, congratulations on your win. Finally got one after being robbed 2 times. So congratulations. Anybody we give a shout out to before we hop out of here?
Oh yeah, man! Shout out TJR, of course. I think got 3 of the 4 poles this season so far, so we're going strong there. Host finished P2, and OG fast car all night. So yeah, shout out to Avenge too. A spotter. He really helped out a lot tonight.
All right, man. Well, good luck at the next one, man, and congratulations on your win. Don't celebrate too hard. I know you. I know we ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, but whatever.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. As we're going to try to get our second place finisher, Hostium, in here. See him. Invite is sent to Hostium, so you heard it there. He's kind of, trying to, and I don't think he was. Do you agree, Crunch, that he just kind of forced his way in there trying to get 3 wide, just tried to do what he had to do?
Yeah, I think he knew the cautions were imminent, and he just needed to get in the front before he got caught up in one.
All right, as our second place finisher, Hostium is here. Hostium, how you doing, buddy? Congratulations on your second place run.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, man. So, kind of rode around all night. Was that by strategy, or were you kind of struggling with the car early?
No, the car was really tight. I was hoping for like a longer run car. I knew I had a good short run, but I was thinking last year we had some long runs, and I was thinking we were going to do the same, but...
Yeah, well, it all worked out in the end as you're able to come home, follow your team home second, his teammates home second. Joining me in the booth tonight, I have our defending Cup champion, Crunch. Man, Crunch, you got anything to add for second place finisher?
Yeah, so I have a question. When those cautions started coming out, did you make the move to go into more of a short run car? More adjustments?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I adjusted a lot of things on the car to make it looser, make it a short run car, and try and get up there as quick as I could.
Yeah, no, and it definitely got a great second place finish, and you're 3 points after Texas below the cutoff line, so I'd have to imagine you're in probably as of now. So we'll see how these points play off, but this is definitely a great night for you. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Anybody you want to shout out to before we hop on out of here?
Shout out to TJR and Jag for putting up a hell of a run. If he would have just one mistake, I probably would have been there and might have taken it away from him, but no mistakes.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your second place run. Good luck at the next one.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here. Crunch, any last thoughts heading off for as we get ready for the Cup race tomorrow at ISM?
I know. I'm just excited. Hopefully run some laps. Learned a couple things from tonight's race. You're going to have to know what you're you're going to have to know a short run and a long run setup, it appears like, because you're going to have to, if cautions start coming late tomorrow, you're going to have to switch over. So, it should be a good show tomorrow.
I do think it's going to be a good show. I'm excited to run it. Hopefully, we can put on a good show. But the Cup Series, man, we don't average many cautions, so it might get strung out like it always does, which is just as fun too. So tune in tomorrow, 8:45 Eastern Time, as Advenge is going to take the mic, and you never know who's going to have the booth with him as the Cup Series tackles ISM. With that said, y'all be safe, take care of each other, wash your hands, and have a good night.